report has claimed the hole in the ozone layer may be protecting parts of Antarctica from global warming. The report says the frozen continent may be cooling, adding fuel to the climate change debate ahead of the Copenhagen Climate Conference in 2 days. So, can one man-made problem really solve another? RT's Laura Emmett reports.
These are the pictures you usually see of Antarctica, huge chunks of ice breaking off and falling into the sea. This icy continent is uniquely biodiverse and holds the secrets to the Earth's climate for the last 800,000 years. But some evidence suggests it's cooling, not warming.
The facts about the Antarctic are it's been cooling for about 50 years. And new ice breaking off is evidence of nothing whatsoever, except new ice always breaks off, and it's been doing that for millions of years. Because snow falls in the centre and it pushes outwards and it breaks off. And the ice that breaks off is thousands of years old. It doesn't mean anything except it's broken off.
According to the British Antarctic Survey, there's been a 10% increase in sea ice in Antarctica since 1980. But the astonishing conclusion of a new report by BAS is that one man-made phenomenon, the ozone hole, is protecting the icy continent from another, global warming.
One of the big mysteries for us was why are we seeing a huge warming right across the Arctic? But at the same time, why is the Antarctic cooling slightly? And what we think has happened is that the ozone hole has shielded us from the impacts of global warming.
The ozone hole has cooled the stratosphere, says BAS. That strengthens cyclonic winds, creating more open water, which leads to more sea ice forming. Climate change skeptics say the hole in the ozone layer is just a convenient explanation for the cooling to fit in with the man-made climate change dogma. According to them, the hole would have no effect.
They also make some rather complicated claims about ozone or the lack of it. The ozone hole disappearing is a sign of extreme cold above there. Nothing to do with global warming. It's nonsense. It's just spin put out just before Copenhagen to excite politicians and blind them with science and make them feel that they've got a justification for taxing the world.
The British Antarctic Survey admits the models currently being used to distinguish between natural and man-made climate variability and to predict what will happen in the future are crude. It says the Antarctic holds the key to refining these methods.
In the Antarctic, we drill a lot of ice cores, small cores several centimetres across, which can go back up to 1 million years. And we collected one ice core, which gives us a very detailed climate record going back 800,000 years. That's the most detailed record we've got on Earth. And that shows all the ice ages. We have an ice age roughly every 100,000 years. And that shows that CO2, one of the main greenhouse gases, has varied a lot over the millennia.
Whatever the effects of the ozone hole are, they won't last forever. BAS says over the next 60 years the hole will heal. Then melting ice in Antarctica will contribute to a rise in sea levels of around 1.5 metres. If the predictions of the British Antarctic Survey come true, then low-lying areas like this one could be permanently submerged underwater by the turn of the next century. And with just 2 days to go ahead of the Copenhagen conference, serious uncertainties remain about the causes and extent of climate change among politicians and scientists alike. Laura Emmett, RT, Essex.